All right, let's dive into what I think is the moment of truth in the golf swing. We're zeroing in on P6, the delivery position. You can think of it as the final quality control checkpoint right before you strike the ball. If you nail this position, you're setting yourself up for an amazing shot. And if you don't, well, that's exactly what we're here to work on.
You'll often hear coaches call P6 the launch zone, and for a good reason. What happens in this split second dictates pretty much everything. The quality of your contact, how much power you generate, and ultimately where that ball is going to fly. It is the final setup for success or frustration.
You know, this position is kind of like a snapshot of your swing's DNA. It reveals all your tendencies, both good and bad. So this is the big question you have to ask yourself. What is your P6 telling you? Is it showing you a swing that's loaded with power and ready for accuracy? Or is it highlighting a little flaw that we need to address?
Okay, let's really break down this final checkpoint. I call this the point of no return. Because once you arrive here in the downswing, you are committed. There's no more time for corrections or last-second adjustments. Whatever you've got at P6 is what you are taking into the golf ball.
So, to be super specific, P6 is that exact moment in your downswing when the club shaft gets parallel to the ground one last time before impact. This is our final chance to really see if your body, your arms, and the club are all sequenced properly to deliver a really efficient, powerful strike. So P6 gives us this incredible diagnostic snapshot, and it really boils down to these four things. First, your path. Are you coming from the inside or are you coming over the top? Second, your club face. A simple one. Is it open, closed, or square? Third, lag. This is all about stored power in your wrists. And fourth, body rotation. Is your lower body getting out of the way to make space? Now here's the absolute key. Not everyone achieves these four things the same way.
And that brings me to a myth I really want to bust. There is no single perfect golf swing. The BioSwing Dynamics model proves this, and it shows us that there are actually 3 distinct and equally effective ways to get that club to the ball. This chart does a fantastic job of laying out these 3 profiles at a glance. Just look at the differences in the dominant force, the hand path, and the attack angle for each one. They're completely different. So as we go through each one, your job is to start thinking, which one of these sounds the most like me?
All right, first up, we have the upper core player. And just like the name suggests, this is the golfer who uses their upper body as the main engine. We're talking torso and shoulder rotation driving that club down into the ball for a really steep, powerful, compressive strike. Does this feel a little familiar? You tend to stay pretty tall through your swing and you feel like your shoulders are doing most of the work to drive the club down? You might be an upper core player. The whole goal here is to create vertical force and really compress that ball. Now here is the money move, the key checkpoint for an upper core player. It is all about the trail elbow. I want you to notice how it's positioned in front of the trail hip. That position forces the hands and club up and out, which creates that steeper plane. It's the signature move that sets up that powerful downward blow.
So, to wrap this one up, the upper core swing is a top-down power move. The entire sequence is built to create a steep angle of attack and just put maximum squeeze on the golf ball.
Okay, next up, the middle core player. Now, this is the one that many people would call the textbook or the classic golf swing. It's not dominated by the upper body or the lower body. Instead, it's all about balanced, beautiful, clean sequencing. This swing is just defined by its efficiency. You don't have one single body part taking over. The lower body, the torso, the arms, they all fire in this perfectly timed sequence. It's like a well-oiled machine, and that's what leads to amazing consistency.
And here again, the trail elbow tells the whole story. For the middle core player, it's not in front like the upper core player. Look, it's tucked tightly into the side of the rib cage. This keeps the elbow connected to the body's rotation, and it lets the club drop perfectly on plane with the hands right in front of that trail thigh. So what's the result? Consistency. Plain and simple. This textbook delivery position is just a product of fundamentally sound mechanics that allow you to deliver a square club face time and time again. And finally, let's talk about the lower core player. This is the athlete who generates massive power from the ground up. They use their legs and their hips to create incredible rotational speed, which in turn delivers the club on a much shallower path to the ball. If you're someone who feels their power comes from pushing into the ground and unwinding your hips as fast as you can, like a coiled spring, then this is probably you. The lower core swing is all about rotation.
Whoa, now look at this P6 position.
It's a completely different ball game, isn't it? The hands are way deeper, almost behind the body, and the trail elbow is pulled back, tucked in close to the trail hip. Now why? Well, this deep elbow position lets the torso stay close to the target just a little longer, which creates massive rotational stretch and drops the club in the slot for that powerful, shallow inside attack.
The entire move is designed to use the ground for leverage. It's this powerful unwinding of the lower body that literally slingshots the club into the back of the ball with tremendous speed from that shallow angle. Okay, I know that was a lot of information, but we've covered the 3 valid ways to deliver the club. Now comes the most important part. What does all of this mean for your game, and how can you actually use it? So I want you to take a second and just honestly think about your swing. What's your dominant feeling? Is it that big shoulder turn? Is it smooth, perfect sequencing? Or is it that powerful hip rotation from the ground up? The very first step to improving is to understand your own natural pattern. Here's your homework. It's super simple. Grab your phone, go to the range, and record a few swings from the down-the-line angle. Then pause the video right at P6. First, check your hand position. Are they high, neutral, or deep? Then, find that trail elbow. Is it in front, at your side, or is it pulled back? And please remember, the goal here is not to force yourself into a different model. It's to understand and perfect your own natural swing.
Because once you truly understand and master your P6 position, you are setting the stage perfectly for the most important moment of all, impact. We'll be breaking that down next time. See you then.